just as someone giving a speech and not as the assistant principal. And by the way, I'm not the assistant principal anymore, so yay! So I have the privilege of speaking on behalf of Hunter Rivers. Hunter and I go way back to his first day here at Venture, and from the get, he's been one of my favorite little people. Usually he's wearing a beanie, so like he doesn't look the same with like you can see hair. So I can see his bright, shiny, beautiful face. But we had some issues sometimes because someone didn't like to be in class all the time. He was kind of slow getting things done, even though he's incredibly intelligent. He just could not find that pace. He couldn't figure out like how Venture really works. So it took a minute. Some things happened and he had to go back to his home campus, but he did what he needed to do and he earned his way back. And then graduated this summer. So I'm very, very, very proud of you for sticking it out because there were days that he was like, I'm just quitting. And he has the grit to get it done. So he's here today, so I'm really proud of you. But this is what he had to say. So plans that he has for after graduation is he's going to go to school for fashion and modeling. All right. He's going to pose for clothing brands, which I have no doubt because, I mean, look at that face. Some goals in the next 5 years is he wants to be wealthy. I mean, if you get the right clothing brand, hello. Remember the small people. He wants to and have bought his mom a house and the car she wants. Oh, he's got that hair. And I will give her everything until he doesn't have anything. What does he feel was his biggest accomplishment? It was giving up, not giving up no matter how hard school got, and he still finished the year he was supposed to. So yeah. Some of the great things at Venture that positively impacted him were the teachers and the countless opportunities and chances that we give him. So, some teachers that he wants to thank, and other people. He wants to thank Mr. Woodson, Ms. Saracott, Mr. Ostrowski, Ms. Goodspeed, Mr. Ownby, Ms. Wilson, Ms. Smith, Ms. Beaver, Ms. Thomas, and the wonderful Ms. Parsons, who loved me no matter what I put her through. She still loved me unconditionally. That is absolutely true. He also wants to thank his mama and his nana, and he said to save this last. I want to thank my grandma, even though she didn't see me graduate in person. She got to watch from above. I love you, Grandma. I love you, Hunter. So please help me welcome and celebrate Hunter Rivers. Good morning. I'm Ms. Johnson, and I have the privilege of introducing Ava Alsford Flores. So Ava is one of our summer graduates, and I'm so glad Ava came back today so that we could celebrate all the hard work and dedication that was accomplished to get her here today. Ava came to Venture a very shy and quiet individual, and really did not want to be here at all. And I wasn't sure if this day would ever come. And so when I say that I am so proud and honored to get this opportunity to celebrate Ava, it's an understatement. For 2 years, Ava has been through a roller coaster of emotions and life decisions that no young person should ever have to make. And these decisions were made with strength and grace. Even though the path was not easy at times, they all led to being up here on the stage today. Ava's plans for the future are to get an apartment and grow within the tattoo industry, and in 5 years, the goal is to gain experiences and exposure in the business and eventually be a professional tattoo artist. and she's going to be great at it. The biggest accomplishment to date is never giving up no matter what obstacles were faced in school or at home, and always having the support and understanding from the teachers and staff at Venture, and of course, the wonderful supportive friends that were made along the way. Ava would like to thank Mr. Barris for being real and for all the laughs, Mrs. Thompson and Mr. Corrales for always being so helpful and kind-hearted, and for the daily supply of applesauce. And of course, me for being the biggest supporter and not letting Ava give up. I can say this on behalf of Ms. Thompson, Mr. Corrales, and myself, that you have come a long way from the quiet, shy person on day one at Venture. And we are beyond proud of you and cannot wait to see where your future holds. It is my honor to introduce Venture's next graduate, Ava Ellsberg.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Helen Negrete, and it's my honor to introduce you our new graduate, Jacely Valeria Diaz Palomares. When I think of Jacely, and sometimes some teachers know her as Valeria, I don't just see a hardworking and responsible student. I see a kind, determined, and truly admirable young woman. She has shown tremendous perseverance and overcoming challenges, while also maintaining a warm and respectful character that has made her such a joy to have in our school. Today, Jacely graduates distinguished with 26 and a half credits and an endorsement in arts and humanities, 1 year earlier than expected. She plans to begin her studies at Tarrant County College in January 2026, with the goal of pursuing a career in anesthesiology. Within the next 5 years, she hopes to be close to completing her degree and beginning her professional journey. When reflecting on her accomplishments, Jacely feels that her greatest achievement has been learning a new language and completing high school ahead of schedule. She believes her teachers, both from newcomers and from Venture, have positively shaped her path to success. Jacely would like to thank every teacher who supported her along the way. She is especially grateful to Ms. Palmer, Mr. Kopetsky, and myself for guiding her, and deeply appreciative of Mr. Corrales and Ms. Anaya for their encouragement, for listening when she needed it most, and for always lifting her spirits. She says she will miss you all very much. She also wishes to give a special thank you to Ms. Doyle, her godmother, whose smile always brightened her day. Finally, Jacely gives this advice to all Venture students. Never give up, no matter how hard life gets. Keep your faith in God, keep striving for success, and remember that in the end, all your efforts will be worth it. Jacely, I will miss you dearly. It has been an absolutely privilege to watch you grow, not only as a student, but also as a young woman ready to take on the world. Your dedication, your kindness, and your strong spirit leave a lasting mark on our school and on me. And I'm certain you will continue to inspire others in every step of your journey. Now she has some words in Spanish for her family, so if you please welcome Mr. Corrales. He's going to say something in Spanish.
Me llamo Víctor Corrales, tengo el honor de presentar a nuestra recién graduada, Elías Palomares. Ella es una alumna dedicada, responsable y también una persona noble, estudiosa, siempre ha demostrado una gran capacidad para superar los retos. Al mismo tiempo es una persona sencilla, amable y que le hicieron una joven muy especial. Hoy se gradúa con distinguida con 26.5 y una especialidad en artes y humanidades 1 año antes de esperado. Entonces, muy bueno. Ella planea comenzar sus estudios en el Tarrant County College en enero de 2026 con la meta de seguir una carrera en ecología. Dentro de los próximos 5 años espera terminar su carrera y empezar su trayectoria profesional. Al reflexionar sobre los logros, Yesenia considera que su mayor conquista ha sido aprender un idioma nuevo y terminar la preparatoria con un año anticipado. Ella cree que sus maestros, tanto como Newcomer y Venture, influyeron de manera positiva en su camino al éxito. Ella desea agradecer a todos sus maestros por el apoyo recibido, especialmente agradecida con la señora Palmer, al maestro Profesky, la señora Negrete por la guía y también a mí, la señora Naya, por su apoyo, por el apoyo, escucharla cuando más necesitaba. Ella dice que nos va a extrañar mucho, también quiere dar un gran agradecimiento especial a la señora Goyo, su madrina, por recibirla todos los días con una sonrisa. Finalmente, desea dar unos consejos a los estudiantes de Venture. Nunca se rindan, siempre, sin importar lo difícil que se ponga la vida. Mantengan su fe en Dios, siguen esforzados a alcanzar el éxito y recuerden que al fin todo el esfuerzo vale la pena. La señora Negrete dice que te va a extrañar mucho, ha sido un verdadero privilegio para él ser su estudiante y te va a extrañar y que sabe que vas a tener un buen impacto en el futuro. Okay, so, help me introduce our Venture Next graduate, Yesenia Palomar.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Bell, and it's my pleasure today to introduce Venture's next graduate, Chris Galar. I've known Chris for a long time now. I've had the special privilege to have taught him in both the 8th grade at Bowles Junior High and 12th grade here. As a younger kid, every single day, I would watch Chris from my 8th grade science classroom all the way down to Mrs. Dow's CTHEI class to make sure he actually made it, and he desperately avoided it. Not only would I do this to make sure he got there, but he loved to talk. He loved to talk and talk very passionately about all the things that he felt were unfair in the world, as well as things that he loved, especially food chain plan. I have that logo drawn all over my classroom for years. His love of talking and making connections had not changed when he enrolled here for my senior level class. While he worked, he would talk to me about the things he was learning about the world, now being an older teenager. And while he did all this, I'm sorry, this is my last 8th grader that's graduating with me here, and it's really exciting, very special. I'm sorry. His love of talking and making connections had not changed when he enrolled in my senior class. While he worked, he talked to me about the things he was learning about the world, his place in it, and what he wanted out of it for himself and those around him. And of course, more Woodland Land. After time, or over time, I have seen him grow his abilities and his resiliency, both in life and in school. He's very appreciative of his time here at Venture and wants to thank all of his teachers that have invested their time and pushed him consistently in order to help him get to this moment. Chris has had many ideas about what he wants to do next, some of which he already accomplished, like getting a job and possibly, I think, already moving in with his dad. But ultimately, in the next 5 years, he wants to get in a position to have his own place, his own apartment. Through his experiences, he has learned some lessons that he wants to impart on some of you. He quotes, "Don't try to prove the haters wrong, but prove to people in your own corner that they chose the right person to believe in." It's really good advice. Chris, I'm really proud of you and what you have accomplished over the years that I've known you. I want you to keep pushing, keep your chin up, and make the life that you want for yourself. Please join me in congratulating Venture's newest graduate, Chris Galar.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our next Venture graduate, Valerie Rigo. Valerie came to Venture in August of 2023 years with only 7 credits. She graduated over summer and is graduating a full year early. She has worked hard to reach this moment, and I'm proud to see her efforts showing on the stage today. Her accomplishments here are only the beginning. After graduation, Valerie's plan is to find a full-time job so she can begin saving for cosmetology and barber school, as well as for a new car. Her long-term goal is to build a career in cosmetology and barbering and eventually own both her own business and her own home. What has motivated her the most to finish high school has been her family and her best friend. Even during the moments when she felt like giving up, they reminded her of her worth and showed her they believed in her. Because of them, she kept pushing forward, and that perseverance is what got her here today. She wants to thank her family for supporting her through this journey, to her uncle for helping her with her car and always being here when she needed it, to her younger sister who inspired her to keep going and who she was glad to be able to make proud. She also wants to thank her best friend Abby, who has always been by her side and pushing her out of her comfort zone, helping her through tough times and giving her memories that will last a lifetime. And most importantly, she wants to thank her mom. Mom, she admits that she may get on her nerves sometimes, but she also knows that without your constant love, encouragement, and reminders about school and her health, she wouldn't be standing here today. She wants to thank you for everything you've done for her. She says she may not be perfect, but she hopes she's made you proud, and I know she has today. She loves you very much, and she just wants to thank everyone. Everyone, please join me in congratulating our newest mentioned graduate, Valerie Cook.
Hi, my name is Ms. Stringer, and I am honored to present our next graduate, Sanaya. Out of all of my amazing advisees, Sanaya has made one of the biggest transformations I've ever seen. Her first year was tough, but she made the decision to take a different path, and that choice has led her here today with big plans for her future. When she turned that corner, it wasn't just about academics. It was the way she carried herself, the way she interacted with others, and that smile that could light up the whole room. Sanaya plans to attend Grambling State University in Louisiana this fall. Her 5-year goal is to finish college, start her career in criminal justice, and when the time is right, open her own daycare, along with chasing many other dreams. She also aims to enjoy life, earn a significant income, and build a future she's proud of. The rest of the speech is in Sanaya's words, because her testimony is too good not to share. My biggest accomplishment in high school was separating myself from the wrong crowd during my freshman year. At first, I was hot-headed, constantly getting into trouble and fighting, just doing too much. But eventually, I took some time to reflect. I realized that when you get into trouble or go through tough situations, the people you call your friends won't always be there for you. The only person who will always be there is your mom. That realization was a turning point for me. I became a completely different person. Of course, I still made mistakes. Everybody does. But what mattered is that I learned to work through them and grow. Venture has been nothing but great for me. They gave me multiple chances when I messed up, and they supported not just my schoolwork, but my mental health. The only downside is that they don't have sports, so she did have to give up track and field. But she says, I don't regret it for a second. First, she wants to thank me, Ms. Stringer. She is such a wonderful lady. I've never seen her mad or fussy. She's always supportive and truly is a light in a dark room, literally. Secondly, I want to thank Officer Gardner for her motivational speeches. She may not know it, but her words have helped me through a lot and pushed me to keep going. Third, I want to thank Ms. Thompson. That's my girl. From the snacks she gives us to how relatable she is, I can literally talk to her about anything. I also want to thank Ms. Goodspeed. Back when I was in trouble a lot, I spent plenty of time with her. She can be tough, but she tells you the things you don't want to hear, but need to hear. She reminds me of my mama, and I love her for that. And of
course, thank you to Mr. Meeks, Ms. Parsons, and Ms. Hanks. I love all of you. And I can't leave without thanking my mama. Oh, how I love my mom. I know I put her through a lot, and I'm sorry for that. I promise to make you proud as you watch me accomplish great things. I love you with all my heart, along with my siblings and my...
I'm so proud of her practice. After graduation, Vivian plans to attend TCC to complete her basics and transfer to UTA. She's still deciding what to major in, but her goal for the next 5 years is simple and inspiring: to explore, discover, and try new things. Vivian shared how venture impacted her by surrounding her with amazing people and giving her the independence to learn in her own way. She also wanted to thank her friend Ariel and the many teachers and staff who supported her. Myself, Ms. Robbins, Ms. Wicker, Ms. Wilson, Ms. Long, Ms. Bell, Mr. Corrales, Ms. Hanks, Ms. Thomas, and Ms. Gaines. On a personal note, from Ms. Robbins, I will truly miss Vivian's warm smile and the little goodies she was always so thoughtful to share with us. The small gestures reminded us of her kindness and generosity, and they made our days brighter. Vivian, we are so proud of your courage, independence, and heart. You stepped out of your comfort zone and achieved something remarkable, and I know you will carry that same spirit into your next chapter. Ms. Robbins is very sorry she couldn't be with you here today, but she sends you her best, and so do I. Please help me in celebrating Vivian Lee as our next graduate.
My name is Mr. Harris, and I'll be introducing Ricky Navarro. So I had Ricky for astronomy last year. Ricky was always consistent, hardworking, and he always moved forward. That being said, he's also Ms. Robbins' advisee, so she contacted me a little bit late last night. She was super bummed out, saying, "Hey, I can't be here. Would you mind reading this speech I have set up for Ricky?" So that's what I'm going to do. Good morning, everyone. It's my honor to recognize one of my advisees, Ricky Navarro. Ricky came to Venture High School in March of last year with many credits already earned, but also with APS hours to make up. He dedicated himself to the work, finished his final credits, and even made up those hours over summer school. Because Ricky joined us later, I didn't get as much time with him as some of my other advisees, but even in that shorter time, a few things stood out. Ricky is creative, especially in how he styles his clothes and expresses himself through fashion. He's a loyal friend, a quiet but steady presence, and above all, a hardworking and dedicated student. There were days when Ricky was so quiet I would wonder about his progress, then suddenly I'd find out he had earned another credit. One of my favorite memories was the first few days of school, when he told me he would be finishing up that day, and I thought he meant a single credit, but it turned out he meant everything. He was graduating. That determination and focus is truly amazing. Ricky, I want to leave you with a quote that feels just right for you, especially given your medical training and dedication. The reward for work well done is the opportunity to do more. You've shown quiet determination and steady effort every step of the way, and I know that same drive will carry you far in whatever comes next. We are so proud of you, Ricky. Congratulations. So that being said, I'd like to introduce Venture's latest graduate, Ricky Navarro.
Alright, so if our graduates will go ahead and stand. And you can move your tassel from right to left. And they are now officially graduates. Ready to be seated? Here's Mr. Meeks.
Getting graduates, we're super proud of y'all. We all have a story. Many of you started in our bridge program, and some of you came in the middle of the journey. It just goes to show no matter where you are, these teachers and staff were able to help you. So we're proud of you. Students out there, many of you should have goals, and we want to see you up here graduating just like these students. Make sure that you're keeping the phones away each day. Make sure you're staying focused. Make sure you're doing what the teachers and staff are asking. Okay, so we're super proud of what we have. And we're off Monday, you ain't no school, so enjoy the extra day. And we're gonna go to second period, so everyone, let's go to second period. Thank you, have a great day.